Took a week off, world damn near collapsed. Came back like why y'all chewing drywall in the chat. Sirens sing harmony, plates playing dressed up. Snow in the console like Elsa fucked up. It wasn't mine, classic hit single. Tweak a top 40, certified jingle. I've been saying who you were since the prehistoric. They said reaching, nah, I was just historic. Tweaking on live like it's paid programming. 9 mil watching, still screaming. Framing, big bitch, slow bitch, lying ass bitch, weak bitch. You ain't shadow banned, you're just fucking translucent. We can see through everything, that's not motherfucking intrusive. Your daddy mad, oh now that storyline actually exists. Thought you said I made him up, funny how truth persists. Every so-called lie, I told that Jim beautifully. Meanwhile, your story aging metaphorically. It wasn't mine, she screamed to the cam. High as your rap, but she's swearing she's clean again. Blame the chat, blame clips, blame time, but the camera said man zoomed in fine. Look, it wasn't mine, put that bullshit on a shirt, selling next to weak-ass excuses and emotional dirt. If denial burn calories, your weird ass will be snatched by June, but reality's still waiting in the parking lot. Boop. Now cue the damn violins, Oscar campaign, all alone beat nets with my willpower brain. Oh, really ass show jam with probation on speed dial. Color-coded freedom like a Walmart aisle. Felony charge, said girl stand up. Skip court so long, even Google was like, yeah. Local paper knew you long before Gypsy. Headline therapy, community tea. First you never had a problem, that was phase 1. Then you did, but fixed it, phase 2 done. Now you don't, but everyone else insane. Listen big, bitch, you need to pick a fucking lane. This ain't Mario Kart with Luigi on cocaine. And let's not forget what you said, mister. You took zero responsibility and then you insinuated the blame onto your sister. Wild breed, that's bold behavior, especially when drugs ain't even her flavor. Maybe that's why dad said don't pull up here, but yeah, it's critique pre-idols ruining your year. If it wasn't mine, say it with your chest. Say it every time consequences manifest. You didn't get exposed, you live stream a mess. Press go live like watch me self-snitch, best. If it wasn't mine, remix that line. Stretch it, auto-tune it, let it touch the motherfucking sky. But when the snow melt and the filters die, you still stuck yelling out mine to a dash cam eyes. Lay and hear me out, log on. While something I know, fly on guard. If everybody knows your business, it's cause you host it like a podcast. You ain't a press, bitch, you overshared every bad choice pin tag there. Defending creeps like it's Girl Scout work. Funny who you cape for when you're off the perks. If there was a mind, last words on court. Judge, jury, tick, duck. We heard this before. You didn't get canceled, you scheduled the fall with ring lights, Wi-Fi, and zero self-control. Truth don't rush, it just lets you run to your own damn mouth. Get the fucking job done. I took a week off and everyone seems to have lost their damn mind. Guess chaos needs supervision when the truth is on time. Turning your late night rants into my nursery rhymes. Hey Bree, how about you just shut the fuck up and quit whining like a little bitch? Go get some help, ho. Gypsy doesn't give a fuck about you.
I've been trying to make this video since this morning, and it's just a really hard one. I'm gonna share a lot of personal things with y'all, and yeah, it's just been hard. So anyways, first, I just want to show y'all this clip. That's how we're gonna start this.
An official update. So they do not wear body cams in Lafourche. However, they do have unit cameras, and they do have audio recording on their persons. Anyways, I've put in a request, and I've asked for everything. The recordings, audio and visual, how much meth it was, like I said, everything.
That woman right there is hands down one of the most disgusting human beings on this app. I can't understand how anyone can be so excited, like basically wetting her pants over there over requesting
like you did
audio and video footage of a very traumatic moment in someone's life, someone like hysterically crying and basically having a panic attack as they get arrested for charges that people already know about. So what would you need this video for other than to try to humiliate that person, being me? You've already done that enough this week, don't you think? As a matter of fact, I want to share this with you, Audrey, because I'm sure you would think that this is an accomplishment. But so I've been in this Gypverse, you know, for like 2 years now, and no
Doesn't
creator
feel good when it's
has
none to you.
ever done what you were able to do to me this week. And that was have me in a headspace that I haven't been in, and shit, I don't even remember the last time. Literally, like, wanting to unalive myself.
Oh.
But luckily, I have people in my life that need me, and I could never do that to them. But if it wasn't for those people,
Yeah, she does.
I don't know if I'd be here right now. I don't think, not just her, but mostly her, I don't think people realize exactly what they're doing at this moment to me in my life. But let me run it down for you, so y'all can maybe understand.
Like you did to Becca.
Maybe. Okay, so first I'm gonna share something with y'all that I have not shared with anyone.
That you're an addict?
And it's really personal, and it's just important that it's said, because I think that maybe the rest of it will make more sense of why this situation is just, it's just so fucked in ways that you can't understand unless you know this about me. So, and I'm sure some of you already assumed this, I did in fact have an addiction problem, you can call it that, with math. It was one of the lowest points in my entire life, which is why I never shared it with anybody. I actually got through it all alone. And I think anyone who has been through any addiction, it's not easy to fight alone. But I was so embarrassed that I was taking a rug that I always viewed as just like absolutely slum, trash, disgusting, which is why I fought that battle alone, and it was so hard. This was almost 3 years ago. Yeah, it's something I should be proud of, right? But I'm still so ashamed that it's hard for me to even like to think about. Let's imagine this. Imagine becoming addicted to a drug that you think is just the lowest of, like, you never in your wildest dreams could have imagined that you would do that, and then you do it, and you live in that shame and guilt by yourself because you don't want it to tell anyone, because you're disgusted with yourself, but you also can't stop. And yeah, so it's really fucking hard. And I mean, shit, I just actually found, I was looking through these old journals, and I found literally my suicide letter. Because that's how much I hated myself. But imagine overcoming it by yourself. And then a year later, you enter a community where people accuse you of doing it every single fucking day. I would imagine it would be pretty hard to not want to go and just do that, right? But I didn't. I pushed through. And imagine now having people from all over the world that you know reaching out to your mother. Is Brie okay?
You blame
my dad, who hasn't called me in 2 years, calling me
your sister
because, oh my god, his daughter's a drug head. Oh my god.
You blame your sister.
Family members, like, you guys got to create the narrative for a story that you had no fucking clue about. Like, you didn't know that about me. You just know I got pulled over and arrested. You don't know anything else.
How we know you're in,
and you air it out to the fucking world, to where literally I have friends from California to Florida. Like, I don't think people understand what they did this week.
No, what you did.
Like,
you did. I
am my mother's daughter. Okay.
You decided to get next.
In my mind now, every person who passes her,
changed the plate.
Oh my god, that's
on the car.
Look, that's Bree's mom. You heard about Bree, right? There's a mom.
Sister.
My mom has to be like looked at a certain way now by people
Take
because y'all
accountability.
decided it would be fun to just go put out someone's business, even though that's really not my business.
Then you
Because
shouldn't have put out Becca's.
well, that's not the case.
Karma's a bitch.
Which y'all are
Always
spreading
comes
anyway.
back around.
But it doesn't matter, right? Because people are gonna believe what they want to believe, and now, to my entire community,
You shouldn't have
to everyone I
blamed your
know,
sister.
I'm just a drug addict who got arrested the other day.
Well, yeah, you are.
They don't know. They don't know about the months and months and months that I struggled alone, overcoming that addiction. They don't get to know about that.
On the live.
No.
On
Because
every
y'all
live.
chose what everyone in my life that you don't even know would get to think about me and get to know about me.
No, you did. You did.
So yeah, thank you for that.
No.
Yeah, I'm just so glad. Like I said, I'm so glad that I know that I am needed, and I am wanted, and I am needed, and I am loved in this world by so many people.
You're making it so worse.
And that's why I have to keep going and get past this.
You shouldn't have used before you did
Because
the
I
video.
have no other choice.
Yeah, pin that.
Because people need me. But thanks for creating the narrative that you have no clue about. This is not how this video was gonna go, but I really don't have anything else to say. This is hard.
There goes the crackhead that I see each morning.
There's a dumbass somewhere in here. Where's the dumbass? Hey, do you know where the dumbass is? Dumbass, where's the dumbass?
Don't believe her. She lied. Now, granted, she took accountability
Everything
for
she
it.
lied about.
She's an adult. She should have. But now, am I going to believe her the next time she says somebody's going after her? No. Does it matter
Well,
what I
that to
believe
me
at
is
the end of the
insane.
day?
This has
No.
nothing to do with like her doing that. You know how many people come on the internet and lie for money and clout and attention? So
Exactly. You're proving my point, Bree. Exactly.
no, I'm not proving your point.
So,
Because
what
that
I'm
means don't
saying
believe
is,
them if
well,
they're
what
being
makes-
abused because they
what
lied about
makes
to get
me
attention. Like almost
all
everybody
the
does on the
time.
internet.
All the time.
You know
All
how
the
many?
time.
Well, I guess that's an opinion
People
because I could
lie
say I think
all
all
the
of you have
time.
lied then, but I don't like I wouldn't be right to call it. So would it be right because I think you lied about things? Would it be okay for me to be like you're not being abused?
Absolutely. If I
Well, that's-
lied about
Lucky
somebody
for
hurting
you or
me,
anybody, I would never do
and
that.
then I sat there and said, oh, I had, somebody's hurting me again, and you don't believe me, well, I can't be mad at you. I lied the first time. Right?
Lied the first time about not about this though, not about her being abused.
You lied about people coming after you and harming you and putting your life in danger. Same shit. Right?
You know what? People put me in danger a lot of times, and you think anybody gives a fuck? Nobody would have cared. No, nobody cared the second she decided not to make that content anymore. And there was so many things. You know how many? Y'all don't know the conversations we had. You're looking at things black and white. You're looking at things black and white.
And that's exactly and you just said it. You're looking at things black and white. We're an audience on TikTok. We are people receiving this information from two sides of a story. Nobody told them to put it out there. They decided, however, it was an accident. They didn't mean to. However it got out, they ultimately were the ones, the creators of the content. They put it out there.
No, she didn't. Someone else. That's what you want to
understand.
Huh?
So did she not cry into the video? How did they get the content?
It was from September on a friend's only post.
So did she make a video?
Right now, what you're doing, so y'all, I hope y'all hear this. Right now, if y'all...
Hey, you're not making any sense. Ultimately, the point is...
But basically, y'all, in the chat right now, do not make a video saying you're abused because it's going to be used against you by her. Sorry, but that's what you're saying. I came up here to actually tell you, have a respectful conversation. All you're doing is victim blaming, and it's actually really sick.
People harming you,
actually sick. You know, how did you like it when Jen did that to you? When Jen did that to you, did you like that? Did you like that?
If you're so concerned about your friend, get off the internet.
Did you like
Get her
it?
to the police station.
Did you like being invalidated about your abuse? I know I stood up for you. What, Jen? Cajun Navy Jen? The shit that she said you lied about and stuff? I even stood up with you about that. I think that was sick that she said that. What?
Should I sit here and make it go on forever and ever and play? Invalidate it. I don't care. It don't hurt me.
Neither did she, though. I didn't invalidate. I don't do that shit.
My whole point, you're not listening. You're not
No, I am listening. I just don't agree with you.
She, at some point, made a video of herself crying. How it got on the internet is
Not of
on
herself
her. She was the
crying.
owner of that video. It got out because she made the video.
It's
right?
not of herself crying, so you're not listening.
Listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It has to do with this whole thing, right? Now.
Okay, so basically, if somebody does that, people are, you know what, y'all, if you're a victim of abuse, please do not be afraid to make a video on the internet. Tell somebody, even if that means on social media. Don't listen to this bullshit. You're allowed to do that. Have somebody help you. If you don't have anybody, reach out on social media.
Are absolutely.
No, that's actually dangerous and harmful.
Whatever content you want, you could put out whatever you want.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is when you put out the content, then there are repercussions to the content. Now, if you've gone lying
Right, the
before,
difference between you and I is I stand against that shit. You don't.
About people trying to harm you, whether or not she believed it, you think she. I don't think she believed it. Come on, man. There's no way.
I do think I've seen her go through the questions. You know how many questions she had for me?
She lied.
There's a whole story, but you're not letting me say it. So.
At the end of the day, she lied. Yes or no?
Okay. All of you did.
She admitted she lied.
All of you did. She's the only one that admitted it. Yep, she's the only one out of all of you that admitted she's lied. Yep, she's the only one out of all of you.
She admitted she lied. So now you're upset because I don't believe somebody who's already a liar. No, I don't.
Well, at least she can admit it. Y'all don't admit it. I mean, you probably came the closest to it. You probably came the closest to it.
You can call me on it.
You said so yourself. You said so yourself that I see Gypsy as a person. You saw her as content. The fact that you saw her as content. And that's all you saw her as?
Is my content. I'll say that a million times over. Her case is my content. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you're gonna make it. So you think?
In all fairness, were you ever my content? No. Was her baby ever my content? No. Her case was my content. Her and her case were my content.
Right. And your content is gonna cater what you needed to be catered to. So exactly. So you think all of it's gonna be based on truth? Hell no. It wasn't. So but Ivory can at least own that.
Ivory scammed people for money. She said that she needed help because she was under attack and needed $20,000 for a lawyer.
And she shut the GoFundMe down and refunded everyone.
She absolutely did. But does that make it right?
Wait, people were still supporting her after that.
Decision to do it, knowing it was wrong.
Y'all supported her after that. Y'all supported her after that.
Does it make the
Y'all supported her after that.
Does it make the decision right?
Y'all still support her after that, so I feel like you.
Does it make?
No. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that because this is the thing. What I'm saying proves that y'all don't care. Oh my God, y'all. Let me explain this. If not, I'll go on my own live and do it. Okay. So let me explain what she's saying.
I'm gonna let you get it out. Go ahead.
She wants me to say like that was wrong, but here's the thing. Y'all didn't give a fuck. Y'all give a fuck now, but y'all didn't give a fuck then, and it's because y'all didn't give a fuck until she stopped talking about Gypsy.
It has nothing to do what fucks anybody gives.
Yes, it's
the fact that she was on the internet. She made something up. She lied, tried to monetize on it, gained sympathy from it. Did she admit she lied? Yes. Did she take accountability? Yes. Good for her. Does it make it what she did originally, the decision she originally made, does it make it right? No. So now when she's out here on the internet,
y'all are still doing what she was doing.
To harm her, I am not going to believe it. Why does anybody care what I believe?
But y'all are still doing what she was doing.
I hope he gets arrested if he did it. I hope she gets arrested if he didn't do it. And justice will ensue.
I mean, you missed the whole point of me coming up here. The point was the point that we even brought this to the internet. I don't give a fuck. Y'all talk about if you want to talk about somebody's abuse that walked away from a community that's out of then go ahead. I mean, I don't care. Go ahead, go for it, girl. My point is that someone to go on here and to do and talk for someone to reach out to someone's abuser is dangerous. And anyone who disagrees with that,
I'm not arguing that.
That's a you problem. Well, that's what I came up. Well, all the lies, like you were just like, oh my God, she couldn't leave her kids' toilet paper. That's not true.
I was reading the comments and I said, is that true? I didn't see it. Did you watch the entire thing?
Yeah, I did. And no, you were saying like, wow, she couldn't do that.
I didn't see that. Is that true? Is that not what I said?
No, you were like, God, she couldn't even leave that for her kids. I mean,
I will absolutely send you the clip and you know what?
Don't worry, we'll have it too. So
Ivory,
right.
Ivory, I want to say something. Okay. I am the one that brought this out publicly, and the reason I did that is because
just carries, hold on.
Like Bree said, the girl who reached out to this man didn't know this man, and just completely gambled in a dangerous situation. Okay, Ivory has all 3 children with her. All right. I caught this man in lies on Key's panel. Why she didn't catch the lies, I don't know, but I caught them. He tripped himself up, but I mean. no abuser is gonna, and he told Ivory that he would ruin her on social media. He told her that. The reason he knew about the 15th was because we had been saying that for days online, and he's paying attention. You know, he didn't know she was going to leave the 15th. That was very secretive. But once she finally got out, we said, you know, we had a place for her next Thursday, the 15th. But because of this girl's actions, we had to make a plan B. All right. The man wouldn't even get up and take his child to school. Okay. Wouldn't even get up and take him to school. So Ivory had to take action. She has all 3 children with her now. She had a custody agreement that she had to honor to keep herself out of getting into any trouble. But here's my thing. I don't want to engage in this because I've had people reach out to me and say, this is the exact reason why I will not come forward. One girl reached out to me and I was very shocked that she would even speak to me because we've had issues before. And she said, I'm in a situation very similar to this. And this is one of the reasons I won't speak on it. I'm afraid to. I've had other people say, I'm not okay with what's happening right now and people invalidating this abuse. And because I've lived through it, a lot of people are triggered by it. But this man is not going to get up on that platform. And you know how cunning and slick
And you know what?
abusers
I'm so
are?
glad that you gave Sheena. I'm about to drop. I just want to say this. I'm about to drop. No, it's okay. You've already disrespected. You see how you let Sheena talk? I wasn't able to say a god fucking damn thing.
Come on.
You
I
kept
let you
jumping
talk
my
an
ass.
awful lot,
So Sheena,
Bree.
you advocate for her because she hasn't allowed me to.
That's correct.
So I'm glad
because
you were
I let
able to come up
talk. I
here.
let you talk for the first 10 minutes.
No, you were jumping my ass the whole time though. The whole time you were stopping me to
because
ask
you
you more
were not
questions.
letting me respond, Bree.
So it escalated.
No, you were
allowing
stopping me. I didn't get to explain. Look, even right now, you let Sheena speak the whole entire time. But I'm glad, though. I'm glad. I want somebody to be able to advocate for Lindsay. It's not going to be me this time. It's going to be her because I wasn't able to.
Bree,
So,
is anybody saying not to speak?
girl,
You kept interrupting her.
you went
Ivory.
on and on and on and on and on and on and
First
on
of
about
all,
Lindsay's last year's
some
shit. Anyways,
point, if you-
goodbye.
hold on.
This isn't about me. This is about Lindsay. So bye, Sheena.
At some
Thanks for
point,
coming
if
off.
you're going to have a conversation
You asked
and you make a
questions, you
statement,
didn't-
then you have to allow me to respond to the
Right,
statement.
and you have
yes?
no. If you're going to ask me the question, I have to be able to answer, though. You know, it kind of works
But
that way.
you talked for the first 20 minutes of the live, Bree.
Okay, we'll get the clip and you'll see how many times she cut me off. You wouldn't let me finish the full sentence. But anyways, Sheena's able to, and I'm glad she is. So there you go.
Okay.
Because she knows just as much as me. So
First of all, go ahead.
I heard Bree trying to make a point several times and be interrupted, but my thing is, I don't care at this point whether you believe Ivory or not. We know the truth. There are things in motion that we can't speak on, and we can't speak on that because he is watching. But I will say this. I am disgusted at people invalidating her abuse. And I always say, you know, when someone goes after someone's addiction, or I always say, I hope to God it never knocks on your door, whether it's you, your child, someone you love, someone you care about. But actually, in this case, especially the women who are invalidating this girl, I hope you get your ass beat by a man. I hope you get the fuck beat out of you, the dog shit beat out of you, and then nobody believe you. That would make me happy.
Can I speak now?
You sure
Am I allowed to
can.
speak now? You just said you don't care who believes her. So what's it matter?
I don't. At this point, I don't,
All we're out here
because
saying is
she
she's a
has
known
been
liar
invalidated
who
enough.
accused people of trying to harm her life before, and now she's doing it again, and we don't believe her. I don't know her personally. You do. If it's the truth, go get her help.
But you said, Ivory, yourself, you said with your own mouth, he got up there, he was respectful, he was there. What do you think he's going to do? You think he's going to get up there and yell and act a fool and be like, yeah, I beat the fuck out of her? He's not going to do that.
Right, but I still would believe him before I believed her because she already lied about people harming her.
All right, point taken. Point taken. I hope I've made mine. I don't want to trigger any other women. I don't want to invalidate their abuse. But anyone who is invalidating her, first of all, people are saying things that aren't even true. They weren't separated 13 years. That's ridiculous. But I really hope you get your ass beat. I hope you get the fuck beat out of you and nobody believes you. And I'd be completely happy with that.
Yeah, see, that don't happen to me.
All right. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about anybody who invalidates her. I hope that happens to you. I really do. That would be great karma. All right, you guys have a great night.
If you all jumped her, like she said you were all trying to do. That'd be karma, right? Hope that happens to her.
I didn't hear you.
I said, I hope she actually gets attacked by these people. Wouldn't that be karma? Because you lied about it. You, Breathe, Blanchard's, Gypsy, like, all of them are coming after her.
You did not just say you hope that people get their ass beat.
Well, that'd be karma.
I said that. Yes, I said
You
that. I
did say
stand on it.
that?
I
Well, I'm
said
going
it.
to
I
tell you
stand on
something,
it.
Sheena. I grew up in an abusive home, and I'm
Well,
not
then
going to
I would
condone
hope you
fucking
wouldn't
lying or
invalidate
you
her.
talking like that. That's
Well,
fucking
I would hope
gross.
you would invalidate her, and if you're not
I'm
invalidating
not
her, that doesn't
invalidating
apply
or
to
a
you.
known
invalidating.
liar.
I'm sitting there speaking that she's lied prior consistently.
Who has not lied in their life about something?
I
But
don't lie
here's
about
my
a
thing.
$20,000
Listen,
GoFundMe.
When
I don't
Ivory
do
did
tarot
what she
cards.
did,
and she was afraid for her husband.
You heard me say I want a female saying all this.
We was set up. We were, this is what we believe. We were followed from the vigil for Dee Dee. I believe we was followed to the restaurant and then followed after we left. And then the moment they saw that he was speeding, that was their reason to pull over. Why was my vehicle torn the fuck apart? Why were we immediately taken out the car and put into handcuffs? Aggressively for what? For speed? Like this is not right. And the icing on the cake is that why did Ivory come up on that cop screen in his car? Why? I think that we was followed. And when he started speeding, he got pulled over. Now we was going with the traffic. All the other vehicles were also going the same speed. But our car was sought out and pulled over. Then, after they had his driver's license, they acted like they couldn't spell his last name. My husband's like, you got my ID in your hand. And then they were like, you ever lived on this street? And we're like, no, neither one of us. I don't know what the fuck was going on last night, but the way we was treated behind a speeding ticket, immediately taken out the car, handcuffed, thrown in the back seat of the car. Now, the cop that I had that was putting the handcuffs on me, he was really nice to me. He was very soft-spoken. He's like, listen, I'm just detaining you, because I started to panic. Hold on. I started to panic. But he was really nice, and it's just, I'm in shock. We believe that we was followed because we went to the vigil, and we was followed. The moment he was speeding, they pulled him over. Why was nobody else pulled over? We was all going to... So like I said, it was absolute setup. Doing some work for GRB, huh?
Now, Ivory was suspicious of this and thinks that it may be linked to the vigil and someone connected to Gypsy Rose Blanchard because she saw her TikTok username, Ivory Rose, appear on the dashboard, because obviously this is not her real name. This is just her TikTok username. So why would that be appearing on the dash of this police officer's car? And Ivory has also started a GoFundMe so that she can collect funds to hopefully obtain a lawyer.
So a lot of people have been saying you need to hire a lawyer. Yeah, I agree. It's getting to where now I feel like the police department is doing shit on behalf of her. I filed multiple police reports. I talked to the parole supervisor in person. I've talked to the assistant DA. Production is involved in this shit. This was all why I said that they're turning the whole season around on content creators. Y'all remember? Yeah, that's where that came from, was from what was happening with me. But a lot of people, saying you need to hire a lawyer. Well, yeah, I agree. But let's be honest. Money. It's Christmas time. I don't have any shame in saying if I hire a lawyer, and I work 2 jobs. My husband is a disabled veteran. We have 3 kids. It's hard as it is. So, regarding the situation that I'm in, I decided to make a GoFundMe to help me hire a lawyer. A good lawyer here is the retainer's $10,000. I don't know if I should go outside of the 2 parishes. When you go towards NOLA, it gets way more than 10 grand retainer. So I set a GoFundMe to help hire me a lawyer for everything that's being done to me. If you don't know, I have a whole playlist called Proof. Go check it out. I have everything in there. So yeah, I decided to make a GoFundMe for $20,000. If you want to donate to it and help me get a lawyer, I greatly, greatly appreciate it so much. Y'all have no idea. Even if you just want to share this and share, the GoFundMe link, even that is helpful.
So this is Ivory Rose ex-husband. I don't know what to say, like.
And it's Ivory Rose Grows Wild, guys, or Grows Wild, or what, that woo-woo bestie, whatever. It's husband.
I'm here to just address rumors about the domestic abuse. Like, she's making TikToks and YouTube saying that, like, I beat her and she survived abuse and all this other stuff. Like, I don't get it. Like, we were together for 13 years. I mean, there was never a time to whenever, like, I hit her. There's never a time I touched her, slapped her, pushed her. Nothing. I take that back. I have pushed her, and that's because she has came at me, man, like swinging crazily. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, and she made some video talking about, like, you see this pole. She was in my house while I was sleeping, probably like a day or two after Christmas, talking about, oh man, you see this pole? It was never there. You know, if I'd had a video, he'd be in jail. Like, dude, if you had been in video, all it would have.
If she had any marks on her and she called the police and said he did that, he would be in jail. You don't have to have a video to prove domestic DV. You don't. All you have to show is even a scratch. Come on, guys. We've all watched Cops. We all know how it goes.
Scene is me sleeping and then waking up and being like, what's up? Like, me and her, we just separated again because the day after Christmas, I caught her in her lies saying she was going somewheres and she wasn't there. Then she got her mom to lie saying that, oh, she was at her house whenever I drove by like 4 or 5 times to see. She wasn't there. Then hours later, she's like, oh, I went to Gypsy and Christy's house. I knew you wouldn't let me go. What are you talking about? I let the chick go sleep the day before Christmas. I don't get it. Like, y'all seen her. She was on live with Gypsy. I drove her there. I picked her up. No problems. Now, because I caught her in a lie, and I'm like, you gotta go. We're not together anymore. Now she's making all these TikToks about me abusing her.
Because it's not only going to make her look better, but it's making Gypsy look better because Gypsy's saying that she is helping her friend that's going through a DV situation, and now that's making her trauma go by. Oh my goodness, poor thing. Poor trauma victim. Please.
Like, where's it at? Why she hasn't called the cops? Why has she only made TikToks about abuse? Like, I don't get it. Like, my mom was abused growing up. I got taken out of my house, my mom's house, when I was 5 years old. 5. Dude put my mom in the hospital, beating her. Nothing. Who? I don't get it. I'm not controlling. I don't, like, all I ask is for honesty and just to be nice and cool. She's not. Like, this chick is a receptionist, and then she'll come home and act like she did 12 hours in the shipyard. Like, oh, I'm so tired, I can't do this. Oh, I ain't been away. Let me watch TV. You don't need to watch this. Let me do this. It's like, come on, man.
And we know she's a liar because the whole thing that they put on Lifetime about, remember, she was bullying Gypsy. We all know that's a lie. We know it's a lie. And we know that this woo-woo bestie is kin to Christy. It's all an elaborate lies what they're doing to make Gypsy look better, so that because of all the boys that's coming out.
Come on. Like, I pay all the bills. I'm on a set income because I'm a disabled veteran. I only get paid once a month. One time. My thing was, my money, I paid all the bills and everything. She was supposed to be the fun money, but we were always broke. So then, what does that cause? Tension. So we would fight, argue, and fight. Fight and argue, screaming and hollering. But never, not once, did it ever come to the point to when somebody put their hands on the person. Well, somebody has put their hands on the person, but it ain't me. So, I mean, I'm just here just to kind of clear my name. My name is Stephen Bouquet. Check me out. I'm mostly on Facebook. I don't do TikTok. This is my own first and probably only TikTok I'm gonna make. Like, I don't know. Don't fall for the sympathy, because that's all she does. Like, dude, I would sit here, watch her make crying TikTok videos, this and that, of her bawling her eyes out, and then once the video's over with, we're BS and watching TV and talking and laughing and cutting up. Don't fall for her. There's a narcissist that loves sympathy. Later.
And guys, we know that's true, because if you don't remember, when she was pulling
Soul to ever. There a single fucking soul to ever accuse me of doxing without proof. I will dox who the fuck I want to dox. I will speak on anybody's dead relatives. I will tell anyone to go on live themselves, and I better not hear a fucking thing. I want to hear Bree, you okay with that? Yep, I sure the fuck am. And what? What you gonna do? I swear to fucking Christ. Just letting y'all know now. Just giving y'all a heads up. I don't give a fuck what anyone does over here anymore. Free reign, go wild. Y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want. I don't care if y'all agree with it or not. I'm telling y'all, I don't give a single fuck. I don't care anymore. I don't want to hear it. Yell at me, get mad at me. Fuck. I will talk about any motherfucking person's family member, dead or alive, when the fuck I want to, any day, any time of the week. I don't fucking care. That, like, you know what, Boston? Your mother who is dead, I guarantee you, she looks down at you, or wherever she, like, it is just disgusted with you. I can promise you that. She's fucking disgusted with you. That she never had to live another single day with you. Wow. You know, I wonder, before you made this video, were you sitting there thinking to yourself, if I'm gonna play the victim, I gotta go real hard? Because when the fuck did we ever talk about you being overweight? Honey. Beth, you're not pretty either, though. You fat, ugly, and a bad human being. You ain't got nothing on for you. And you're not that smart either. No beauty, no brains. Sloppy fat. Somebody should call Beth's job. If you should lose your job, fucking loser. You're gonna be crying, little girl. I don't care anymore. Swear to Christ. I swear. Y'all seen Boston's filter slip yesterday? She had her teeth in. And she had a filter slip. And if there were more people like me and like the people that come in here every single day and support what I'm doing and are right there with me, maybe we'd live in a little bit better world. Jealousy, such an ugly, unattractive trait. Bye. Mimi. My body, my very not perfect, not skinny, fat, whatever you want to call it, body, overweight, obese body, is the background of people's lives on this fucking app weekly. I don't have to show more than just this, because the fucking internet shows it all for me. Okay? Sit the fuck down. Don't come at me. Don't come in my live again starting shit. You're fucking a shit human being. Sorry to tell you, but you are. There a single fucking soul to ever accuse me of doxing without proof. I will dox who the fuck I want to dox. I'll of it. Just wait. This count is all about me. This count is all about me. This count is about Dreamer Craft Corner, but also me. This account is about me. This account is about me. Another account about me. Another account about me. Another account about me. Another account. Another account. Another account. Another account. Another account. Another account. And then you got Starlight, who posts my lives on her account. This account who talks about me on her account all the time. And I'm sure there are more that I cannot find. But yeah, they are actually insane. Yeah. It's crazy. They have YouTubes. They have YouTube channels dedicated to all my lives that they record. They are in my lives 24/7. They stream my lives on this account called Fun Times. Yeah. But I'm the crazy one. Oh, girl. But she also said she can't stand the sight of blood and then clean up Peggy.
Oh, she's serious, y'all. She took a deep breath, but she's real serious. Let's see what the fuck she says. This should be interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna answer this. Even though I just think that's...
Oh, goody, she's gonna answer it.
Okay, first of all, Nick made her do that.
Nick made her do it. He did. Y'all didn't know that? Nick made Gypsy do it.
She also kind of had no... I mean, think about it. They were trying to cover up what they did. I mean, I think it's a lot different.
They were trying to cover it up with baby wipes and Barney.
Also, blood coming out of a human body and blood on a carpet. Like, don't you think that's a lot different? You can look at that and be like, this is ketchup, this is dye, your brain can, like, I promise you, it will be a...
Her brain just fucking gave up. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little lost here too. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Lot easier. If you saw a splatter of blood on the floor, it's going to be a lot easier for you to look at that and wipe it than it would for you to see it coming out of a human body.
Is she for serious? Is she for serious? Oh my god, look at that face. Nah, she ain't serious. This bitch knows she's fucking full of shit. We get it. Gypsy's your friend. We get it, bitch. Oh my god. So are we gonna talk about her motherfucking eyeshadow? Like, I know we make jokes and call her a drag queen, and I know that she's not actually a man, so I'm not gonna say she's a drag queen. She's just a real fucking fugly ass bitch. But bitch, how many fucking Xanaxes did you take before you sat in front of a goddamn mirror and did that shit to your motherfucking eyeballs? I'm dead serious. For real. When you wake up tomorrow and see this video and what you did to your eyes, bitch, you better be fucking embarrassed. Because if you're not embarrassed, just go get a straight jacket. Get a padded room. I mean, yeah. Like, you got severe mental health issues. But all of Gypsy's friends seem to have severe mental health issues and are actively on drugs. So I guess that would explain a lot, I reckon. Maybe. Anyways.
I'm just waiting for a few more people to come in the live. Hi, Morbid. Oh my god. Is that Gypsy? She just entered the chat. God, what's up, dipshit? Like, I don't care if she's in here. Like, I'm not gonna block her anyway. I don't block anybody, so it's fine. I just want people to know. I'm so sorry. This is hard to talk about. I just want people to know that if I go missing, call the FBI. Because Gypsy Rose Blanchard is the one that did it. No, I've never had any interaction with her. But I'm pretty sure she stalks me from like 50 different accounts. Like, I've traced it back to her. So if I end up with her mom, know where to look. Gypsy! Girl, I am still waiting on that friend request. You know I want to be friends on Facebooks. It doesn't matter if I have Brian's on there. I'll kick him off and add you. I know that's what you want. You want to be my best friend. I know all about it. You ain't gotta hide it, girl. I see you. We'll be best friends. And you know what? On weekends, I will share Ryan's with you. We can just sleep in the same beds. That's good with me. I'm not a jealous type at all. I'm all about it. Where's the Pepsi? Sorry. Oh, God. The more you talk about me, the more people you bring to my page. Hello, it is Sir Morbid X coming to you live from YouTube. So today we're going to talk about Gypshit and the rest of the fucked up Blanchards. God only knows what we're going to talk about tonight, but I'm sure I'll find something because I'm weirdly obsessed, you know. Alsha's kind of cute, so I'd probably want to tap that. But don't tell anybody that. Child, you better get your coasters ready because the tea is piping hot. So let me tell you what Gypsy Blanchard did. So, allegedly, she took a shit today. Yeah. And sources say, well, all I'm gonna say is that we all know, like all of us know, that there is no nutrition from corn. Let me know what you think in the comments.
So I think that's a little bit better. Look at this.
Oh, perfect. Oh my God.
Isn't it great?
Chris.
I know, it's my dream.
I have goosebumps everywhere.
Every swamp has its hierarchy, and at the very bottom, nestled beneath the algae muck and moral decay, is the Sheena submissiva, more commonly known as the swamp goblin. Slow in wit and tragically loyal, the swamp goblin is a creature defined by delusion. While most life forms evolve to survive, she exists to serve, often seen clinging to larger, more toxic predators like the swampopotamus and Gypetosaurus crossaeidus. She mistakes abuse for affection. These dominant swamp beasts routinely shove her head beneath the murky waters of humiliation. Not out of malice, but simply for their own entertainment. And the goblin, she loves it, she mistakes the drowning for bonding. Though her cognitive abilities aren't limited, the swamp goblin is known for being mouthy. Scientists believe this is a survival reflex, triggered by the delusion that her larger swamp sisters will protect her. But nature is cruel, and in this ecosystem, loyalty means nothing. The very creatures she worships are instinctually programmed to devour the weak. One day soon, the swamp goblin will be eaten. Socially, emotionally, and probably on livestream. Until then, she basks in their shadows, blissfully unaware that she is not their equal, but their appetizer. More of an annoyance rather than a danger if you encounter Sheena's submissiva. Simply ignore her. Everyone else does, and she won't survive anyhow.
In the sweltering backwaters of internet infamy, a rare and elusive creature emerges, the North American swampopotamus. Notice the distinct amphetamine mouth, characterized by intense jaw grinding, tongue thrusting, and random spasms of facial confusion. Scientists remain baffled as to what exactly she's attempting to chew, as there is quite clearly nothing there. Observe the eyes, half-lidded, glossy, and utterly void of critical thinking. These hooded orbs tend to livestream like a malfunctioning security camera, detecting drama but incapable of processing facts. The swampopotamus communicates primarily through slurred speculation and recycled TikTok theories. Here, we see her attempting to form a sentence, but alas, the meth neuron misses the gossip neuron entirely. True to her kind, she fiercely protects her swamp queen, Gypsy, unaware that loyalty without logic is just delusion in HD. She now engages in a ritual known as rocking and rambling, a common side effect of being 78% monster energy, 10% regret, and 12% expired Adderall. Some say she's under the influence, others say she's underinformed. All agree this is a creature best observed from a safe distance and muted. Most importantly, swampopotamus may be contagious. Avoid her at all cost.
In honor of Dee Dee, I think it's really important that we all just take a moment of silence, just a minute, for her. Me and hubby was on the way home. Something real fucking weird happened. In the backseat, handcuffed for fucking speeding. But we were followed. From the vigil for Dee Dee, I believe we was followed to the restaurant, and then followed after we left. Regarding the situation that I'm in, I decided to make a GoFundMe to help me hire a lawyer for everything that's being done to me. If all y'all had making videos about me talking all that shit, fuck you.
All right, guys.
In honor of Dee Dee, think it's really important that we all just take a moment of silence, just a minute, for her. Me and hubby was on the way home. Something real fucking weird happened. In the backseat, handcuffed for fucking speeding. But we were followed from the vigil for Dee. I believe we was followed to the restaurant and then followed after we left. Regarding the situation that I'm in, I decided to make a GoFundMe to help me hire a lawyer for everything that's being done to me. If all y'all that are making videos about me talking all that shit, fuck you.
All right, guys. When the book signing, does everyone remember, even if you're new to the Truth Train, you might remember that Gypsy had a book that came out and she had a book signing that happened. Does everyone remember this? All right. So at the time, a YouTube creator named Sir Morbid was streaming it live. Okay. And at the time, I was on the panel. There was a bunch of people on the panel. And so we're watching it live. And all of a sudden, somebody on the panel says, oh, look, there's Bree. And I looked and I said, no, that's not her. Okay, you guys, I'm 61. I don't know about filters, TikTok filters. I wouldn't know if a filter would hit me in the face, literally. I wouldn't know how to do that, or I don't know anything about that, right? And so when I saw her, it shocked me. Wasn't making fun. I was literally, no, that's not her. I did not think it was her based on what I'd seen on TikTok. Okay. And so I just went, no, it's not her. And they're like, yeah, that's her. And I'm like, no. And I might've said like, no, that's a heavy person. I don't think I said fat. That's not how I talk. And yeah. And then other people started making fun of her weight. Okay. Now, was that nice? No, probably not. But that's all I did. I did not go on and on and on and on and on and on. You know, it was shocking. You guys admit, look, you know, anybody that you have a vision in your mind of seeing them over and over again on video, right? And then if they turn up and they look totally different, which she did, I'm sorry, but she did. I was like, no, that's not her. And everybody thought it was funny, but I didn't know it was her. And I'm like, no, it can't be her. That's not her. And so, you know what? I'm sorry for that. If that hurt her feelings, I didn't mean to hurt her feelings. You know, all I want to do is talk about the case. Okay. When the book signing, does everyone remember, even if you're new to the Truth Train, you might remember that Gypsy had a book that came out and she had a book signing that happened. Does everyone remember this? All right. So at the time, a YouTube creator named Sir Morbid was streaming it live. Okay. And at the time, I was on the panel. There was a bunch of people on the panel. And so we're watching it live. And all of a sudden, somebody on the panel says, oh, look, there's Bree. And I looked and I said, no, that's not her. Okay, you guys, I'm 61. I don't know about filters, TikTok filters. I wouldn't know if a filter would hit me in the face, literally. I wouldn't know how to do that, or I don't know anything about that, right? And so when I saw her, it shocked me. Wasn't making fun. I was literally, no, that's not her. I did not think it was her based on what I'd seen on TikTok. Okay. And so I just went, no, it's not her. And they're like, yeah, that's her. And I'm like, no. And I might've said like, no, that's a heavy person. I don't think I said fat. That's not how I talk. And yeah. And then other people started making fun of her weight. Okay. Now, was that nice? No, probably not. But that's all I did. I did not go on and on and on and on and on and on. You know, it was shocking. You guys admit, look, you know, anybody that you have a vision in your mind of seeing them over and over again on video, right? And then if they turn up and they look totally different, which she did, I'm sorry, but she did. I was like, no, that's not her. And everybody thought it was funny, but I didn't know it was her. And I'm like, no, it can't be her. That's not her. And so, you know what?
My man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. My man with a 10-foot pole. My man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. My man with a 10-foot pole. Last information, hey, you don't have a man. You don't have a man. You don't have a man. Last information, hey, you don't have a man. You don't have a man. You don't have a man.
And you're spiraling out of control. So just remember, just as much dirt as you have on me, I have on you, honey. You punch at me, I punch back 10 times harder. Go see a therapist.
Get her and while you're at it, go get Gypsy's crusty pan and go get that bitch and tell her to come over here and show her fucking face, punk ass bitch. Tell her to get her and while you're at it, go get Gypsy's crusty pan and go get that bitch and tell her to come over here and show her fucking face, punk ass bitch.
I think that you're the most sexiest, hot, I want to fuck you till your ears bleed kind of guy. And I will. I think that you're the most sexiest, hot, I want to fuck you till your ears bleed kind of guy. And I will. I think that you're the most sexiest, hot, I want to fuck you till your ears bleed kind of guy. And I will. I think that you're the most sexiest, hot, I want to fuck you till your ears bleed kind of guy. And I will.
Without a fucking doubt, the comment whenever I make a Gypsy Rose Manson video that I get the fucking most is, why do you care? Why do you care? Why do you care what another grown woman does? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I'm not going to tell you, a Gypsy Rose fucking clan member who lacks critical thinking and discernment to a fucking critical level shit. But what I will tell you is I'm a trauma abuse survivor, and the hundreds of us that make Gypsy Rose fucking content, if you will, get triggered by personalities just like hers, because the trauma abuse community doesn't fucking claim that bitch, because we have encountered personalities in our lifetime and in our history exactly fucking like her, and we can see right fucking through her in a heartbeat. Like, we know that this is a fucking narcissistic, pathological fucking liar, and we know that she is constantly shifting the fucking blame and projecting onto literally anybody and everybody else before she will fucking take a shred of personal accountability, culpability, responsibility, fucking anything. And it's a repeated fucking pattern throughout her lifetime. We know that she is a convicted murderer of pathological fucking psyche, and she is absolutely demented and diabolical and manipulative. And when you have that personality type in a combination in a woman form, and now is walking out among regular fucking society and has access to a massive fucking platform, so that maybe one day your horny teenage daughter, when you tell her, no, I don't like that dude you're dating, will pull a fucking Gypsy Rose, because she's a notorious convict. She's a notorious murderer who has tried to rebrand herself as a trauma abuse survivor, of which there is no fucking proof of, and the only actual fucking evidence there is of her being a perpetrator each and every motherfucking time, and acting like she is some ignorant invalid who didn't know what she was doing and she had no other option other than for Nicholas, autistic fucking man, she coerced through sex, through manipulation, through getting mad at him every time he fucking blinked wrong, taking away her love, taking away her admiration, making this man think she fucking worshipped him and would suck the fucking cheese from his toes, into murdering her mother for her. And she had every intention of setting this fucking man up fully, and it almost fucking worked. And now she is waltzed out of fucking prison with a fucking massive goddamn platform as a narcissistic, fucking abusive, manipulative, scary individual. And we have proof of this. We know this. And your refusal to see the facts for what they fucking are doesn't make the facts any different. People who have encountered personalities just like Gypsy can see right fucking through her. And someone who committed such a diabolical fucking crime, and who continues to use the internet in order to manipulate and in order to fucking get what she wants and get her rocks off as a fucking narcissistic supply, it's just absolutely mind-blowing how she is able to now profit off the fucking internet and hurt true trauma abuse survivors, because she's taking opportunities away from them. She is claiming she's such an advocate and claiming she's giving them a fucking voice when she hasn't done shit with it except fatten her fucking ego and her wallet. She steals your fucking stories. She's gonna steal your emotional connection and your emotional fucking reaction to it. She is gonna imitate understanding. She's going to imitate empathy. But I know you look her in the eyes as a trauma abuse survivor and have her try to fucking relate, you'll feel it in a heartbeat. You'll see that coldness. You'll see the fucking diabolicalness, and how anyone can look at that person who is a pathological liar, who has lied about everything to everyone and has gotten caught in this over and over and over again, and you want to call that a fucking trauma response? There's no helping you.